Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the 2023 BMW X1. This thing seriously looks amazing and I think BMW did a great job with it. This one has the premium package and it does have a few other options, but let me go ahead and show you all the features this BMW X1 has. Under the hood there is a 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and of course that makes it more fun to drive. Anyways, this engine produces 241 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are very good: 25 in the city, 34 highway, and 28 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2023 BMW X1. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has and the packages it has, just go ahead and pause the video, and the price with destination is $45,845. If you guys are curious about the color is called Alpine White, and it does look very good on this BMW X1. And the X1 was redesigned for 2023, and it does look like a baby X7 from the front. And yeah, overall I think BMW did a great job with the design right here in the front. I really love the design of this SUV from the back. As you guys see, the hood has really nice aggressive lines, and this X1 has a good amount of options. So it is $45,000, but it does have the premium package. It does have front heated seats and steering wheel, which is a $550 option. The 19-inch rims, which I think look very good on this X1. And yeah, overall this SUV seriously looks amazing. And it does have it is actually the X line trim. So there's 3 trims you could choose from. Technically they're not really trims, they are more like appearance. So there is the standard, X line, and then the M Sport, and this is the X line, and it's going to have a lot of satin finishes and trims. Grille looks amazing. Of course, the well-known kidney grills. Does have a front-facing camera. This is part of the premium package, which offers the 3D view. BMW logo is of course on the hood. And for the headlights, they are actually very simple, no aggressive lines, but everything right here in the front is LED, and that's expected. And right there is an opening, a side curtain. As I said, there is some satin trims, and by the way, this is actually finished in gray. It's very hard to see on the camera, but it is actually finished in gray. There's a brushed aluminum trim in the bottom. As I said, the kidney grills look good. Opening in the bottom, but it is actually closed. There's basically grill shutters up top and in the bottom, and this is the sensor for the emergency braking. It is in the middle, and I think BMW did a great job integrating that sensor in the grill. Looks very nice and sleek. And yeah, overall the front end of this X1 looks amazing. There's front sensors here in the front. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this BMW X1. Here is the side view of this BMW X1, and this thing looks very good from the side. It looks very sporty, especially from the back. If you guys look at the spoiler and the way how the back of it curves, it just looks amazing. All the window trims are finished in chrome. There is a silver trim in the bottom. There is more of that glossy gray on the fender flares and a little bit on the bottom right there, and the mirrors are finished in satin gray. There's a blind spot monitoring system, a turn signal indicator, and a camera for the 3D view this X1 has. On the roof there is a panoramic sunroof, and there is some brushed aluminum roof rails. For the ground clearance, it is 8.1 inches on this X1, and if you guys are curious about the rim size, the rim size is 245, 45, 19, and those trims are part of an option. I think they look good. It is a $600 option, but let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this X1. Here's the back of this BMW X1, and as you guys see, this thing looks good from the back. I love the way how the taillights look like, and overall the design here is just perfect. I love the spoiler on this X1. There's a little bit of gloss black on it. Third brake light is in the middle, of course. Here's the wiper. I really wish it was hidden underneath the spoiler. And of course the BMW logo or badge right here. Here is the rear camera, and it does say xdrive 28i, and on the left does say X1. And for the taillights, I love the design of them, and of course everything is LED. And yeah, overall they're nice and aggressive, unlike the headlights, which is completely fine, but I just love the design of those taillights. And of course there's rear parking sensors. Reflectors look good, they are well integrated, and there's more of that satin or matte silver. There is some silver in the bottom, And the bumper is not finished in plastic. This is not plastic, or it's not matte black. It is actually that gray, glossy gray color, which looks very, very good. There is like a fake vent right there that mimics the front vent. But yeah, I am truly impressed with the design, and I really think that BMW did a great job with this X1. Here's the key of this BMW X1. The key looks good, but it is a little bit on the bulky side. It does have 3 buttons right here on the side: unlock, tailgate release, and a panic button. And the lock button is the BMW. So you click on it, this will take care of locking the SUV. Let's go ahead and open the tailgate. It does open nice and quick. 3 ways to open the tailgate: 1 on the key, 1 on the tailgate itself, and 1 inside. There's a button right here to close the tailgate. This one is to close it, and the other one is to close the tailgate and lock the SUV. And inside there is a good amount of space. It is nice and spacious. The opening is nice and spacious because of the design of it. And right here on the right, there is a little bit of storage place. The trunk itself, it is nice and big, but the floor is a little bit on the higher side, so getting things in and out is super easy. But I really wish that the floor was a little bit lower. I'm gonna see what's underneath in a bit. There's a storage place right here on the left, and there's this privacy cover that goes up and down with the lift gate. And let's go ahead and take a peek at what's underneath. So there is a spare tire underneath, a little bit of storage place around the spare tire, and there's the jack and the jack tools on the left. And I'm really happy that there's a spare tire in this X1. A lot of luxury brands, they're getting rid of the spare tires, so I'm glad that there is one in this X1. Here is the door handle on this X1. It does look good. I love the fact that it's nice and flush with the door. There is a sensor right here. Click on it. This will take care of locking the SUV, and to unlock it, just go ahead and put your fingers underneath, and this will take care of unlocking the SUV. Here is the front door panel, and the front door panel looks very good on this X1. This is nice and soft. I love the stitching. There's more of that double stitching down there, and there's some gloss black right here with some ambient lights. The door handle looks good, feels good, and it is nice and light, which I like. Door locks, memory seats, and the premium package does include the Harman Kardon sound system. And I love this brushed aluminum. The speaker has a really nice design, even the tweeter. And here is the tailgate release button. This is plastic, which is completely fine. The armrest is nice and soft, not extremely soft, but does have some softness to it. I love the double stitching down here as well. And all the window switches, mirror controls, everything looks good. The all windows are automatic up and down, which I like, but I really wish they had some brushed aluminum on them. I think it would have looked nice. And there's a little bit of storage place in this door. Actually, there's a good amount of space, but it's not that wide. It is just nice and deep. And for the seats, they look good. This X1 has the sport seats. I love the design on those seats. They're nice and aggressive, nice and comfortable. Here are the seat controls, and there is a thigh extension. It is manual, by the way. But let's go ahead and move inside this X1, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 BMW X1. This thing looks very good from the inside. I really like BMW new screen. It is called the BMW curved screen, and it's seriously amazing. I love the way how this X1 looks like from the inside. It looks very good from every single angle, and honestly, it feels like it's the same size as the BMW X3. I would prefer getting this X1 because it just looks very, very good. I love the way how the speakers look like. As I said, design looks amazing. There is a 10.25 inch screen, a 10.7 inch screen, and it is basically a whole screen, so there's no split in the glass. It is one whole piece, which I like. And gauges look very good. Of course, everything is a screen, so that's basically a big LCD screen. The steering wheel has a really nice thickness. Usually BMW does that, and they are well known for their nice thick steering wheel. The steering wheel design overall looks amazing. I love the brushed aluminum. There is a mode button right here, and there is the cruise, so this will turn on the cruise, and this will adjust the speed. There is set, and there is the volume buttons, music, phone, and voice command. And yeah, overall this steering wheel looks good. It is nice and thick. I really wish it had some paddle shifters, but it does not. Right here on the left there is the turn signal controls with the high and low beam, and on the right there is the wiper controls, and the engine start stop is located right here. And I love the brushed aluminum. This is nice and soft. Actually, this whole dash right there is nice and soft. There is this heads-up display, and I believe this is part of the premium package. The premium package adds a lot of things, so it is definitely worth the $4,200. There is a menu button for the lights, and then here is the automatic function and the off function. Brushed aluminum, as I said, some gloss black underneath, and here is the 10.7-inch screen. iDrive 8 looks amazing, nice and easy to understand. I love the fact that there is apps now, and everything is very easy to use. So each thing has its own menu, system setting, controls things like languages, date, time, and small things like that. And yeah, it is a very smooth, responsive system. Let me go ahead and show you the backup camera. Backup camera looks amazing. It does have the 3D view. This is part of the premium package, and seriously, this 3D view looks amazing. There's the actual 3D view, so it shows everything around the car. Very nice and responsive, quick, and yeah, I really like it. Let's go back to the rear, and there's this 360 right here. There is this wide view, and yeah, seriously, very impressed with this backup camera. And I love the way how the screen curves. I love the brushed aluminum. The vents look amazing. There's gloss black, max, rare. The vents look good. There's actually one vent right here, two vents on the side, and there's this right here. This will block the air. And coming down, there is a wireless phone charger. I love the design of this center console. Two cup holders, and there's another place actually to put a phone right here. Two cup holders, nice and big. I love the brushed aluminum. Two USB type C, and I really like this floating thing right here. You can't lift this up. I really wish I can, but there's a storage place inside. It's not that big, but it's decent. And yeah, the storage place down here is nice and big. And right here there is a good amount of buttons. There is the engine start stop. Here is the shifter to put the SUV in reverse. Move it to the front, slightly to the back for neutral, and push it hard back to put it in drive, and push it back one more time for low gear. And this is the park button, and it does engage the e-brake, emergency light button, a volume wheel, which looks very good, seek buttons, my mode. This is the drive mode, personal, sport, or efficient. So let's go ahead and click sport. The gauges will change. Really like the gauges in sport mode. And then let me go ahead and click on this button because I honestly don't know what it does. So it does open up this menu, hill descent, lane departure, so a few of the safety stuff. And here is the brake hold, seek buttons. As I said, I did open this one and show you there's a storage place inside. This is not extremely hard and not extremely soft. It does have some softness to it, but most of it is, or mainly it is hard. I love the stitching, a lot of storage in the bottom, and the glove box is actually nice and big. There's a light, it is nice and bright, and I really like the design actually up there. Here is a rear view mirror, does look good, and the design is okay. Not a big fan of this design, but it is frameless, which I like. And there is touch sensitive lights right here. I'm not sure if I could click on this. Yes, so clicking on this or clicking on the glass itself, it will turn on the lights, SOS, and then I'm not sure what's this for. So this will turn on all the lights in this SUV. This, I'm not exactly sure what it does. Doesn't really do anything. There is a cabin camera, and here is the switch to open this panoramic sunroof. I'm gonna see if I could actually make this camera turn on to be able to turn on from the screen. So panoramic sunroof opens all the way, and I love the fact that it brings in a lot of light. The opening is very nice and big, and this is a very small SUV, so I really like that. And the visor, it's cheap, not a big fan of it. It is finished in like plastic or cardboard. Inside there is a good size mirror. It's not that big. I really wish it was bigger. There is a lot of place to place a bigger mirror, and the light is a little bit on the dimmer side, but it is LED. Here is a back door panel, and the back door panel has a very nice design, just like the front. But I just don't like the fact that this is finished in plastic for $45,000. I don't think that's acceptable, but I'm not gonna lie, this plastic feels very nice and hard, very good quality, and doesn't feel cheap at all. And it honestly feels like that synthetic rubber material. Door handle is nice and light, feels solid. Harman Kardon sound system. Here is a speaker, tweeter. I love this brushed aluminum. Here is the window switch, and the armrest is nice and soft. I love the fact that it's nice and big. And by the way, this is actually very nice and soft. This is softer than the armrest. I love the double stitching, more of that double stitching in the bottom. Good amount of storage place for the back door, and this is plastic, which is completely fine. And inside, the back seats, not gonna lie, they are very small, very hard to sit back here comfortably. And the passenger seat is pushed all the way to the front, but it is in a good position for someone to sit back there. The seats have the same design as the front, but I just hate the fact that there's not a lot of leg room, and that's completely fine. This is an X1, it's not an X3. This is nice and soft, wrapped in leather. I love the cup holders. They're good size cup holders, a little bit on the smaller side, but that's completely fine. There's some pockets behind the driver and passenger seats. And let me see if I could actually adjust the recline on those seats. So yes, I can adjust the recline, which is good. So this is all the way back, and this is all the way out. Seems like there is 3 positions. And inside, so there is the air vents, and there is like a small storage place in the bottom, and there is 2 USB Type-Cs. And I completely forgot, but there is actually a 12-volt right next to the cup holders. But that's how the front of this BMW X1 looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2023 BMW X1. If you guys are around, and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Brittany here at BMW of North Haven. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe, because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.